Evan, nice to meet you.
How you doing?
I'm good.
My name is Evin Baldwin. I'm applying for the Sawmill utility worker.
Okay, so thank you, Mr. Baldwin, for joining us today and applying for our utility worker position. So to get the ball rolling, I want you to tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Evin Baldwin. I'm from Sawmill, North Carolina. It's a little place in Blaine County. There's nothing but woods, so it's basically the country. And I have a twin brother. I have a sister. I still have both my parents here with me, and they helped me out a lot through my life, so I thank God for them.
Okay, Mr. Baldwin, so outside of work, what are your hobbies and your interests?
Well, my hobbies are, I'm a firefighter.
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing this for 5 years. I've been in a lot of fires. I've seen a lot of things. I've done a lot of things. I like helping out my community. Actually on two fire departments, so that's a little plus there too. And my interests are, I like hunting and fishing. Me and my brother like to go hunting. Sometimes we'll take a day, we go to the beach, we'll go fishing or something like that.
Right. Okay, those are good interests.
Yes,
I wish I could fish. So, assuming that you've held previous job positions before, how would your former supervisors describe you?
Well, my former supervisor might describe me as the ideal worker. I've always come to work on time. I've never missed a day. I always helped out. If they need me, I've always done what I had to do, what they told me to do. Mm-hmm. And I always got my job done right and try keeping it safe.
Right. Okay. So, what would you say is stronger, your people skills or your technical skills?
Well, I would say my people skills are more stronger because I like to talk. I like to talk. It's kind of down there in my blood. My mother likes to talk. She was a principal for years, so that's kind of helped me out and put me out there. And I like to interact with people. I like to keep everything going. I like to make people laugh. It helps day go by and help your job gets by quicker and smoother, you know?
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
And it does. So, what did you learn from your last position and why did you leave or want to leave?
Well, my last position, I was a breeding technician for Murphy Brown, which is a really big company in the world right now that has places everywhere in the United States. The reason I left was because I was just an intern. Mm-hmm. And it was just a summer job, and but I liked it. I mean, it got the day going by. It was kind of hot though. Sometimes in the summertime it got hot.
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this question is going to be a little more difficult to answer just because it's hard for people to realize their weaknesses. But could you tell me about a time you failed and what did you learn about yourself from it?
Well, one time I failed was probably one of the summers I worked at Murphy Brown. Mm-hmm. I turned my lines on. I let all my feeders fill up in one of my barns. I had 9 barns I had to take care of. I left the lines running and I went to the other barn. But when I came back to that barn, I just happened to look down the walkway at the other end of the barn. Mm-hmm. There's a big feed spill.
Oh wow.
Yes, and the water lines have been running too, so they got all saggy. Well, it was about 3 foot high and about 24 inches wide, so I had to clean it up. What I learned from it is I had to step back and look. I didn't pay attention to my lines. I didn't see where I pulled the lines that morning that some of the nuts that hold the rope on it was stuck. They were stuck on the feeder, so I didn't check that. I made sure I checked that next time too.
Right. Okay. So what do you want written on your gravestone at the end of your life?
What I want written on my gravestone is probably hold it in the bottom. Well, I'm a president of a truck club, and that's our slogan. The reason I say hold it to the bottom because what we do is we like to go mudding, we like to go hunting together, we like to do a lot of things together, but when we like to go mudding, we just say, hold it in the bottom to the person that's going through the hole at that time, and most time it's me going through it first, so they can say, hold it in the bottom, Prez. So that's what I like to do, and that's it. Just stuck with me as a good slogan for the club, and it stuck with me as a person too. You know.
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is going to tap a little bit into your emotional intelligence. So how do you handle stressful and difficult situations?
Well, me, I try not to let stress get to me, because me as a person, I have high blood pressure. I had a heart surgery a long time ago, and from that I have high blood pressure. I try not letting it get to me, because if it gets to me, my blood pressure will rise, and it's not good, because I do have a missing right bronchial right now.
Right.
So I try not letting it get high, because I don't want to go to the hospital for any type of thing. I don't want any damage done too. So that's why I try not letting stress get to me.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes you just can't help it, you know.
Right. Do you like teamwork?
Yes, I think teamwork is really important, because teamwork, you get to interact with your other coworkers. You get to learn your coworkers. You learn stuff from your coworkers. I mean, like, you can teach them something, that teach you something, and it just helps you go by, and it helps you as a team and as a company build and get everything done right and done safe.
Mm-hmm.
So I think teamwork is one of the most important things in a company itself.
Right. Okay. So what is your strongest skill related to this type of work?
My strongest skill would probably be that I've been around a lot of heavy machines. I know y'all have a lot of heavy machines out here at this company, and I've been around them for a couple years now. So I think that will help me out as a utility worker there. So I think that's probably my strongest skill.
Okay. So what is one of your weaknesses and how are you addressing it?
Well, one of my weaknesses is that I like to get cocky. I kind of get cocky when I get comfortable on a machine, or when I am doing my job. I go off, just sit back, try to relax, just try to, just keep it smooth, but I get cocky with it. I try watching myself. I'm like, sometimes I say, Evan, don't get cocky, just do your job, make sure everything's right, because if you get too cocky, you might get somebody hurt.
Right.
Or you might have a safety hazard. You might mess up, and it might cost your company money, or it could cost somebody their life. So I try not to, and I haven't had anything bad happen yet. So yeah, I try not to get in that way.
Okay. So finally, why should we hire you? What will make you the best fit for this position?
I think I would be the best fit for this position, because I've been around it, and it would just help me out. It will help y'all out as a company, and it will let everything go smooth. It's like you put somebody in a position that's already been there. Just go off and take off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I just think I would be a good candidate for this job.
Okay, well, thank you so much for joining us today, and we'll be in touch.
Yes, ma'am. Thank
Nice
you.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.